leaving, people kept saying, what's in your bag? What's in your bag? So I thought I'd come home and share it with all you, all the wonderful snacks I picked up in the Japan Pavilion. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like a candy store for an adult. We'll start with the takoyaki balls. Traditional, you can get these at Five Below, so you don't really need to go to the Japan Pavilion to buy them, but while you're there, why not? Potato chips, salty, yet less preservatives and colorings than the ones manufactured in the United States, so I choose Japanese potato chips. Traditional, wasabi peas, which you can get them anywhere as well. They're just a nice little savory snack. Veggie chips, these are extremely good, and they have low artificial colorings, less salt, and less preservatives. These are one of the things I can only find in the Japan Pavilion. These are roasted chestnuts. They are absolutely delicious, and they are already peeled, so you don't have to mess with cracking that hard outer shell. Yummy! These are so good. These are the traditional rice crackers, but these have a touch of honey, so it makes sweet and savory, and the way they're cooked lets the flavor just pop in your mouth once you put them in. Traditional rice crackers. These are delicious, they go fast, they're good to have instead of chips laying around, and they're very popular in Japanese restaurants. You'll get them as appetizers or sometimes just sitting out on the table before you get there so that you can snack before your server arrives. These were recommended highly by the hostess. She said these were her favorite when she was little. They're corn flavored snacks, they're delicious. As you'll see, all the information is in Japanese, but the ingredients and the labels are in English so that you can read it in case you're gluten-free. It'll all be on here in English on the back. These are super handy potato chip in a stick form, easy to eat, resealable so you can have a few and then go on with your day and then have a few more later. These are the veggie chip flavor. My favorite miso soup. I love miso soup. I do tend to eat the powdered version when you're quick and you need to get somewhere in the go. At home, I make the homemade version with the miso paste. This is a combination of the two, and this specific brand is extremely easy to use. The flavor is perfect every time because it's all pre-measured. Liquid paste, dried tofu, dried wakame, delicious miso soup on the go. These are seaweed potato chips on a stick form. Delicious again, handy, resealable, salty. Some of my favorite rice crackers. These are like the other ones I spoke of earlier, but there's no touch of honey. So strictly savory, delicious. This bag goes quick once it's open. Now in Japan, they call some things a biscuit and some things a cookie, which took me a while to understand. If it has less fat and less sugar, it's considered a biscuit. Or if it has more sugar and a little more fat, it's considered a cookie. These I would consider biscuits. They're the kind of high end. I decided to splurge a little bit to try something new. Strawberry cookie biscuit. Now, you all know that in Japan, they have a wild assortment of flavors of Kit Kats that we don't have here. Not sure why. Sometimes I do find some unusual flavors at Five Below again. But if I want some, and I'm noticing they're increasing the amount of Kit Kat flavors, Japan Pavilion and Epcot. This is a new flavor and I have fell in love with it. They're individually wrapped. This is matcha and dark chocolate. Yummy and delicious. Like to share it with friends, so I'm sure I have one in my pocket. If you see me, I'll give one to you. I got 2 bags of them. The bags are, I think they're small, so they go fast, so I got 2 bags of that one. This is my all-time favorite Kit Kat. It's dark chocolate and orange. Yummy. Fell in love with these in Japan last year. Can't get enough of them. Can't find them anywhere. And then I walk into Epcot, Japan Pavilion, boom, dark chocolate orange. I did buy 2 bags of these as well. So good. And these are my special treats. This is the one that got me hooked, was the original matcha Kit Kat. They're absolutely delicious. If you like matcha, if you don't like matcha, I'd go with some of the other flavors. They had milk tea and they had sweet pancake version, which I didn't try. I've tried that one before, but not today. More shrimp chips. More potato chips on a stick. More rice crackers. These go fast. Once the can's open, they're gone. Shrimp chips. These are Japanese gummies, and I got several of them because I was helping a little girl choose which one she might want. She was wanting some advice. These are Japanese gummies. The good thing about these are they are individually wrapped. Less artificial flavoring, more flavor, less artificial coloring, and individually wrapped. They're perfect for kids, you know, being out, dirty hands. They can easily get into one of their gummies, eat it, and not have to handle a bunch of other gummies they're sharing with their friends. Hi Chews! We have a strawberry lover in our family, so I picked him up some Hi Chews. These, different kind of gummy than these. This is something the store person recommended to me. They're like a gummy, but once you bite into them, it's kind of like a boba ball, but not as extreme as a gusher. It doesn't, that gusher, that thick syrup. This is a lighter pop. It's delicious. They go fast, so, and they're not individually wrapped. This is peach flavor. They come in a variety of flavors. I recommend you try them all. I tried the muscat. It's a sour green grape. I know a lot of people like sour. If you like sour heads, green muscat, I tend to like peach and strawberry. This is a traditional Japanese rice cake. I love them. This is a more adult version. This is walnut and chestnut with a little bit of the traditional yokon flavor, but it's a rice mochi. There's no filling. It's just a mochi flavored. It's got the walnuts you can actually see in there. This is what I put on in my basket when the little girl asked me for guidance on snacks, and I showed her all these more kid-friendly snacks. Another peach. These, I don't know if you've ever had the Japanese white peach. When you're leaving Japan at the airport, they sell these white peach jelly pouches. They're very fancy. They're wrapped in fabric, super fancy, but the Japanese white peach is a delicacy over there. And when I saw this, I knew I had to try it. Onto this next bag. This bag had mostly my perishable items, which I had to put away so they didn't spoil. The ice creams, they have a wafer ice cream that's delicious. And I'm gonna start taking a cooler, a little one, so that I can put my ice cream in them so I don't have to eat it before I leave the park, because it's hot until it starts melting. And then I've got my barley tea and my cold green tea as well that was in the perishable bag. This is my final bag from my haul yesterday. And as I said, I was helping the little girl trying to pick out snacks. She was trying to follow my lead and I didn't want to leave her astray. These are kind of adult dessert, I would say, not only because it's walnut and chestnut and not fruity flavors. So I told her to try this also. She wanted the mochi experience. These are lemon flavored. They come in peach, chocolate, grape, melon, ube. They have every flavor under the sun there at the Japan Pavilion in Epcot. Koshi. My favorites are the green tea and the red bean mochi, which this is really traditional, and this is very traditional. This is, for me, this is going outside the box, but it's sweet and it's like candy. Kids love it. These are like after dinner adult dessert with coffee or tea. Absolutely delicious. And if you go to a tea ceremony in Japan, you will get served a mochi like this or this. They're mostly handmade though, and they're delicious. I have a picture of one on the wall from our tea ceremony in Kyoto, but for some, they're an acquired taste. But I noticed people were gobbling up Koshi, these different flavors. I tried the lemon. The lemon is delicious. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Most likely, if you see somebody filling their basket at the Mitsukoshi store in Japan, it's me. Have a wonderful day. Sayonara.